I have been dreaming of this moment for way too long.
Now being dragged into this. What Kat did, which she shouldn't have done, was spoke for somebody that never asked her to. I felt like someone had slapped me across my face.
It is the day the earth stood still. And it all started with these high school kids in Jacksonville, Florida, who were looking for a fun way to kill time in between classes.
Everyone seems to miss the year 2016, but why?
2016 lore. You might have heard of the significance of 2016. King Kylie era, one may say. For those of you that didn't get a chance to experience it firsthand, but you kept seeing 2016 aesthetic, or 2016 makeup, or it's giving 2016 all across your social media, I'm gonna guess your curiosity about 2016 went a little something like this. Correct me if I'm wrong. You see that 2016 makeup is trending on TikTok. So you're like, what's so great about 2016? You read through 25,000 comments of people mainly saying, oh, you had to be there. The younger generation will never understand 2016 lore. So you go into the search bar and you type 2016. Maybe you see one Tumblr photo that an 11-year-old made, or a picture of Madison Beer with a VSCO filter. So you go to Pinterest and type 2016. Why are all of these photos literally from last year? So your last resort is to Google 2016 aesthetic. Maybe you see somebody in space buns and some pink toned Instagram photos of LA, and you see, this frustrates me to my core, because 2016 was a really culturally significant year for pop culture. This was the year that basically an entire nation, almost a whole globe, was controlled by one person, Kylie Jenner. You thought I was going to say something else that happened in 2016. This isn't that kind of channel. I don't really want to offend a bunch of people right away. But I got into this deep dive about 2016, and I really just wanted to find one video that I could connect with, you know, that would answer all of my questions, that would describe the 2016 lore, a deep dive, if you will. I wanted to feel nostalgic. I wanted to feel like a kid again, making my musicals, watching my vines, braiding my hair like a boxer, and wearing cut creases. I wanted my memories to be unlocked. And what I found was that the video that I was looking for literally did not exist. Well, okay, maybe it does. To be honest, I don't really know. I only looked for like 2 minutes. Short attention span. So today, on this fine day in 2025, I bring you an entire pop culture retelling of 2016, complete with all of its trends, dances, music, and of course, scandals. Hey y'all, it's Marieliana and welcome to my YouTube channel, where I talk about pop culture, trending topics, and social media scandals. Today I'm really excited because I get to talk about all three. But before we get into it, this is a brand new YouTube channel, so if you could give 1 second of your time to boop the like button down below, it would help my channel grow immensely. And if you enjoy this video, please subscribe. I make new videos just like this every Friday and Saturday morning. But like I said, we have a lot to go over in this video. Let's start right here with the question, that probably the #1 question about 2016. What is King Kylie? And what was so great about Kylie Jenner in 2016? Why is this her year? Why was it so important? Okay, so the Kardashians were I can't believe I just know this. I didn't even have to research this. I just know this. So the Kardashian family had already been famous. They were well beyond blowing up. They were already household names. But the two youngest, Kylie Jenner and Kendall Jenner, were just still in high school and transitioning into like what their careers were going to be, what their brand was going to be. It was the very first time that I ever saw Kylie and Kendall on a magazine. They didn't really look like celebrities, especially Kylie. I remember thinking like, and I'm not even trying to be mean, but I remember when I was 11-year-old, I was like, who are those people? Like, they didn't really look like they belonged on there, right? So Kendall at the time had been signed to a modeling contract, and you can rewatch the Kardashians and find that out if you care enough to, but Kendall got signed to a modeling contract, and the family at the time was giving a lot of attention to Kendall Jenner. Kylie was getting very annoyed with this, and she was also at the same time going through what Khloe used to go through with the constant bullying, the constant comparisons. Bully her for her lip sizes. I remember she talked about how she had become very insecure about a lot of things with her body, with her face, with her hair, with her makeup. So, as most girls do that are unhappy with their looks, she learned to do her makeup. But despite doing her makeup and dyeing her hair black with a blue tint, she still thought that she wasn't pretty enough compared to her famous sisters. So, in 2015, she got her lips done. Obviously, since lip fillers are so popular now, we can tell right away that she got them done. But back then, lip fillers were still really, really new. Like, the concept of lip injections weren't really a thing. Like, before, back in the day when you were a celebrity and you wanted to get your lips done, you would actually have to get silicone implants into your lips, like the same silicone that they use like for boob jobs, they would put in your lips, and then you would just have like a fat lip. Low-key, it's probably better for you than filler, because filler has some really bad long-term side effects, and I do not recommend that anybody get filler for any reason unless it's very, very, very dire that you have to get filler because you're super insecure or you're just super stubborn and you just want to get it anyway. Because she wouldn't admit that she got her lips done, she told people that she has a insane lip combo, and it's so complicated, and she uses like 20 different lip liners for like one lip combo, and it's just so, you can't even describe it because it's just like so complicated.
How does she get these beautiful lips?
Well, the color. Everyone thinks I use like one certain color. I use like 6 different colors.
And then she dropped her own lip kit, the Kylie Jenner lip kit. It was originally called the Lip Kit by Kylie Jenner, and it came in, I think, 3 or 4 different colors only. By the end of 2015, she had done her first brand photo shoots, sold out her lip kits numerous times, and was achieving massive success and massive media attention for the fact that people were wondering whether or not she got her lips done, whether she got her cheeks done, whether she got her face, her whole face, her chin done, her boobs done, blah, blah, blah. So by the start of 2016, she had finally established her brand as Kylie Jenner. King Kylie era begins. The reason why people say King Kylie era is because of her Snapchat profile. At the time, Snapchat had just become popular, and their filters literally just came out. And when they came out, they only had like 5 or 6 filters. But Kylie had a followers only story, and it was called King Kylie with a little crown. And she would provide updates to all of us every single day about everything that she was doing, everywhere she was going, posting selfies multiple times a day, playing with her dogs in her backyard on her Snapchat story. So this is what she looked like at the beginning of 2016. For context, she has always kind of looked 25. Posted on January 21st, 2016, Lip Kit by Kylie hit 1 million followers. It's so weird to see Instagram used to look like this. Like, what the hell? Like, why does it just look like so plain? It's not giving at all. Kylie Jenner in 2016 was an icon. Like, she was literally seen as like a god. Like, I don't know what the hell came over us as a society.
Take us away, guys. Come on, come on. Lock in your Great. Kylie, over the shoulder, Kylie, please. Watch the car. Over the shoulder, Kylie. Watch the car. Back up. Who is it? Please. Who is it? Don't get hurt. Don't do it. Oh my gosh. Is it Kylie? Alright, Kylie, please. Don't please, Kylie. Kylie. Don't please get her your own salt. Please. Kylie. The possibility of being on a
she had us in like a trance. Like, she had like put like a spell on us or something, because we literally thought that this person was the most beautiful person in the entire world. I was obsessed with her. All my friends were obsessed with her. All the guys were obsessed with her. And there's a lot of like cringy micro trends that now you would be like, oh, that's so cringy. But Kylie Jenner kind of popularized. I don't want to say she started them, because like a lot of the stuff that she did use, like a lot of the trends and the poses and the hairstyles and the makeup, a lot of that stuff was stolen from other groups. I know she didn't start any of these trends. The Kardashians don't start trends. They just popularize trends that already exist elsewhere. Bomber jackets, top knot buns, boxer braids. Eyelash extensions literally became popularized because of Kylie Jenner. They basically did not exist before she posted about them. I remember in my city, there was one person who offered lash extensions in 2016, and all she could do was classic. One other trend that we see popularized is, of course, the infamous fuzzy slides. Some people love them, some people hate them. I love them personally. A lot of people hate them. Wah, wah, wah. Khloe did interview Diddy in her house while she was drunk, and it's actually her talk show called Cocktails with Khloe, which was canceled, I think, after 2 seasons. But I recommend watching it because some of the episodes are so bad that it's very good. Kylie was in a relationship at this time, so she was dating Tyga. If you don't know who Tyga is, he's not important. But she was dating this guy named Tyga. All you need to know is that he's old. That's all you need to know. He's old. He's old news. He was old news back then. He's old news back now. Tyga, I remember Tyga was big when I was literally 9. But yeah, Tyga was 24 when he dated Kylie Jenner in 2014 and 25 when their relationship was confirmed in 2015. Weird. It's so weird that it was normalized. It's so weird that Kris Jenner let it happen. It's so weird that she would pick him out of all the celebrities that she could have dated. Like, first of all, he's not even cute. Second of all, he gives dad, and not in a good way, in like a weird creepy uncle at the barbecue way. And third of all, he's just washed up. Go to any nightclub in Arizona or Vegas, and you'll probably see Tyga there because he has nothing else to do and nowhere to go. Life was so simple in 2016. 2016, if I had to describe the whole year, was just a nice, warm summer day. And everyone is just dancing, and everyone has colored hair. One thing that I really hated in 2016, but for some reason was so iconic, was the Instagram photo poses. They're all super posed, they're all super unnatural. You couldn't take a normal picture of somebody. Like nowadays, like it's all about candid, it's all about nonchalant, it's all about casual photos, you know, like those are a lot more authentic and a lot more like relatable and cute. And for some reason, Kylie also popularized this filter from Visco, and I just find it just so disgusting. Like it looks like somebody took a flash photo but forgot to take their iPhone case off, so it just has like a horrible yellow glare across all of the photos, but for some reason like that was intentional. So you would also see a lot of sunset lighting photos on your feed. Photos in the sunset, a lot of photos for some reason in front of a garage. Like it was cool to take photos in front of your house or in front of the garage. I think these days with TikTok and there being like literally millions of influencers and just an overwhelming amount of aesthetics and different trends, people generally have like a lot of freedom to express themselves in tons of different ways. But when I tell you that in the entire year of 2016, there was only one aesthetic, and this was it. And like, it's not even that I'm trying to say like, oh, like if you would wear something different, you'd get bullied, like you gotta fit in. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that people dress this way to fit in. I'm saying that literally nobody cared to dress any other way. So I need to talk about something that I've been frustrated with. I cannot stand when people say that 2016 makeup is the same as Latina makeup. No, it's not. Like maybe the way that we use a brow pomade and cut it out with concealer is similar to how you would do your eyebrows in 2016, but you cannot tell me that these two makeup styles are the same. I didn't realize that some people are uncomfortable with calling Latina makeup for various reasons. They might think that it's offensive or cultural appropriation, and that's probably why people started calling Latina makeup just 2016 makeup when they mean to refer to this. But that's even more offensive. That is so much worse. You're saying that I look like this. Please don't call my makeup 2016 makeup, please. It's almost as bad as being called birthday makeup girl. So just real quick, if you're uncomfortable using the term Latina makeup to describe the makeup style of a full coverage base, dark eyebrows, big lashes, and pinky brown lip liner, then just say copy paste. Because Latina makeup originated from like copy paste Latina. So you can just like copy paste makeup and people are gonna know what you're talking about. Because some people do get kind of offended when you're like, oh, Latina makeup. I don't know why. I don't speak for everyone. I can't speak for everyone. And I don't think that anybody should ever try to just speak for an entire group of people as to whether or not something is offensive. But just like speaking to my personal experience, I personally don't find it offensive. I kind of just think that it's not that deep. And I actually find it kind of a compliment to be compared to beautiful women that look like this. And her, and her, and her, and her. I would much rather be grouped together in the same group as those beautiful women than in whatever this disaster is. 2016 makeup was all about eyeshadow, cut creases, winged liner, contour, for sure, a lot of dark, heavy contour, and of course, highlights. So that's because the most popular brands at the time for makeup were Anastasia Beverly Hills, Huda Beauty, Velour Lashes, and there was a lot of inspiration from Middle Eastern makeup styles or Dubai makeup styles that I found. Anastasia Beverly Hills had a big impact because they invented Dip Brow. I'm sure it's not the world's first brow pomade, but it was the best, like the highest quality brow pomade, and people just kind of like went crazy with it. Anastasia Beverly Hills and Kat Von D also came up with their contour palettes, and that really took off. The cream contour palette was the most famous one from ABH, and it consisted of 6 shades. I remember using this, and it literally made me look like Michael Jackson, because there were no videos online of how to properly contour your face to a point that doesn't make you look like handsome Squidward. And then we had Huda Beauty. With the rise of matte liquid lipsticks from Kylie Jenner, Huda Beauty released her new matte liquid lipstick as well, and it smelled phenomenal. It literally smelled like birthday cake. Talking about matte liquid lipstick kind of makes me want to put on matte liquid lipstick, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. I would not use the old one. Don't mind me. Y'all, their old formula was so much better. We are never gonna see that old formula again because they got sued and they had to give up the formula to Coty. Matte liquid lips are kind of like over. Like, it's so 2016. Like, it kind of doesn't even suit me at all. The biggest beauty creators of 2016 were Carly Bible, Jaclyn Hill, Jeffree Star, Nikki Tutorials, Jackie Ayanna, Patrick Star, and Manny MUA. If you don't know any of these people, I don't blame you. I only know like 3 of these people. Jaclyn Hill, she used to have a makeup brand. She started a makeup brand and then people kept finding hairs and dirt in like their lipstick and they complained. So she did a whole recall and she remade a batch and sent out even more lipsticks. And then it happened again. And then after that, people just like stopped listening to her. Patrick Star, you'll probably know of because he is the creator of One Size Beauty. 2016 makeup was booming. The beauty industry was booming. People were getting contoured, people were getting lashes, people were getting glitter, highlight. Blush did not exist, by the way. Like, literally nobody used blush. I don't know why. And then suddenly Jeffree Star.
Hi, how are you? My name's Jeffree. I'm just a sweet country Christian gal with a dream, and here we are, and I just can't believe that I get to play with makeup every day. Okay, but for real.
This was the year that Jeffree Star officially launched his serious career on YouTube. He was reviewing stuff, he was showing his own products, and most of all, he was giving those honest, heartfelt reviews.
This one smells so atrocious. It smells atrocious.
I'm talking about overpriced horse shit that doesn't really work. I love Armani Beauty.
I do not see much payoff there, honey. What the fuck?
Yeah, this brush, girl. Not living for it.
This feels like it's from the Dollar Tree.
Jeffree Star blew up really quickly on YouTube in 2016. Like, he was already famous on MySpace, and I don't know, I only know this because my mom actually knew who he was from MySpace. And what would Jeffree Star be without a scandal? Because this was also the year of his first scandal. Kat Von D, it's easier to tell the truth.
Kat told the owner of Too Faced, Jared, that I tried to steal an idea from her from the lab that we both use. I was like, I felt like someone had slapped me across my face. Someone that I've known for so long betraying me and lying about me.
If you didn't know who Jeffree Star was before, then this might have been the video that you found him from. Kat Von D was a tattooist on LA Ink. She made her own makeup brand, Kat Von D Beauty, which you can see for sale at Sephora and a couple other retailers. Jeffree Star was her best friend, and he was featured on an episode of LA Ink. Jeffree really wanted to start his own makeup line, so he went ahead and he organized everything. He made a business plan, and he asked Kat Von D for an investment of like $10,000. Kat Von D was really shady about it, and she didn't want to lend him the money, and she was kind of like ignoring his phone calls or whatever. So the end of the year nears, September rolls around, and a 16-year-old boy's yearbook photo goes viral for having the perfect lighting. And thus, James Charles was born. So yeah, this was also the year that James Charles came up as like a beauty influencer, whatever he used to do before he, I don't know what he does now. I don't really know why James Charles was that popular because he wasn't really that good at makeup at that time. Like, there were a lot of people that were a lot better at makeup than him, but also, like, to be fair, nobody was really good at makeup in 2016, so I guess, like, maybe in that sense he was good. I don't really think that he changed the game for male beauty creators because there were already a lot of male beauty creators on YouTube, like, for example, Manny MUA and Patrick Star, like, and Jeffree Star. Like, males accounted for almost half of the top 10 beauty creators on YouTube. Shortly after his yearbook went viral, CoverGirl decided to work with him, and he became a newest brand ambassador for CoverGirl. I remember seeing James Charles as the face of CoverGirl. I remember it so clearly in like Walmart and shit. There'd be like a big poster of James Charles for CoverGirl. That made a lot of people really mad. I forget why. I don't really care why, but probably just like homophobia, honestly. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. I needed to put on lip oil. I can't do matte. I can't. I thought that the thought of matte is cute, but I can't deal with butthole lips. If you want to cringe really, really hard, I recommend watching YouTube's Ultimate 2016 Challenge video. It's actually so awful that it made me emotional. I just felt so bad for the people that made the YouTube Rewind 2016 and thought that it was a good idea. I felt so bad for those people. I felt so embarrassed for them. I literally started to cry. Meanwhile, it is Tana Mojo's second year ever on YouTube. This was when she got famous for her stalker stories and the infamous I peed on Shane Dawson video, where she basically just like got a lot of views and a lot of followers by posting a clickbait video. She actually did kind of pee on him and it's kind of gross. You can watch it if you want. It's not, it's a little bit of a tough watch. Tana Mongeau was in her story time era, y'all. She was doing all the story times about drinking, about drugs, about partying, about hookups. So this was like the beginning of like her brand for a very long time. Also, because Tana Mongeau was one of the top YouTubers in 2016 and she did talk about all that stuff, I feel like it like really encouraged people to party a lot. Like, I was probably one of the most diehard Tana Mongeau fans. And I'm not gonna lie, her story times about like smoking weed and drinking and partying, it made me go out and smoke weed and drink and party when I was like very young. And that is not at all her fault, because her whole thing was like, I tell stories about my life to stop you guys from making the same mistakes that I did. It doesn't really like scare a kid straight. It more so just like makes kids want to go live that lifestyle. And then that's exactly what me and my best friends did. And partying literally ruined my life for quite a few years. Also during this time, we did not have TikTok, y'all. We had two things. We had Vine and we had Musical.ly. Musical.ly was owned by TikTok, and it basically was exactly like TikTok, but it was only for music, so you could kind of just do like little dances. But then when October rolls around, Vine officially dies, and this is after long disputes. While other platforms started paying creators, like for example YouTube pays with AdSense, Vine refused to pay its top creators. And at the time, Vine was huge. So the CEO of Vine sat down with a lot of the top creators and they had this big meeting, and the top creators all came together and they said, we want to get paid. Vine said, hell no. So then the top Vine creators just said, well, fuck you, and picked up, and all of them left. Not a couple months later did the entire app die. We're talking about people like, if you're in Latin America, you probably know her, Lele Pons. She's a massive singer in Latin America. King Batch, Nash Grier, Brittany Ferlin, Brent Rivera, Danny Gonzalez. So we basically get the Vine refugees on YouTube and Instagram. So then YouTube starts flooding. So now in 2016, everyone wants to be a YouTuber, and people already wanted to be YouTubers before, but now everyone really wants to be a YouTuber. So you've got all these kids that are obsessed with makeup and Kylie Jenner and Instagram baddie aesthetic and Fashion Nova, and who all want to own ring lights and be YouTubers. In 2016, you didn't really have that much diversity, I feel like, to more girly, healthy lifestyles. I feel like 2016 was very materialistic, and it is problematic. Like, I know it sounds like a fun summertime, and it was a fun summertime, and it's like nostalgic to think about all these things. It's nicer now because I feel like as a society, we have a little more of a sense of conscience. Like, for example, like clean beauty is really in. Environmentally friendly brands, shop local, DIYs are really in, cooking is really in rather than, you know, ordering out, thrifting and vintage clothing. Another special guest with us today. We've got Jeffree Star, we've got James Charles, but now we have another third special guest, The Gabby Show. Woo! Gabby Hanna!
Maybe I'm the monster.
Why was this the year? You know what? I'm starting to see a pattern here. I'm starting to see a little bit of a pattern of people who have come up in 2016 that are very, very problematic. The thing is though, like there's so many influencers now. That's the thing. Like back then there was only like 100, but now there's like literally 1 million. So I think maybe that's why we don't really pay too much attention to what celebrities or influencers are doing. I don't even think that I would recognize somebody who is famous on TikTok in person. I literally don't. Even if I follow them, I don't think I would recognize them. Other notable moments in 2016 regarding pop culture include the music. Obviously, Summer 16, Drake released his album Views. Views. A lot of people don't like Views because I don't know why. Actually, I was gonna say because and then state a reason, but I don't know why. You guys suck. If you're familiar with the XXL freshman class, so every year they do an XXL freshman cypher. 2016 gave us two of the most iconic XXL freshman cyphers of all time. I promise you that you've heard this one. 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Denzel Curry, Lil Uzi Vert, and Lil Yachty. And the second one was with Designer, Lil Dicky, and Anderson .Paak, which gave us this iconic moment. The only reason why Lil Dicky's verse was so short was because Designer kept saying yabba dabba doo on the shoe for 2 minutes straight. This was the beginning of the end for XXL Freshman, by the way. Like, this was like the last okay cipher, and it was only okay because we all loved all these people. Like, they ended up becoming like huge stars. Also in the hip hop world, Tyga, oh god, here he is again, goes on Wild 'N Out and gets roasted for dating a minor. A minor.
You want to talk about my ex? Let's make one thing clear. Your ex ain't even old enough to get up in here. Bring the beat back.
Buddy, like, you need to reevaluate your whole life. Much like how TikTok had TikTok trends these days. 2016 had other types of dance trends. I couldn't tell you how we found them because I don't remember what life was like before TikTok or Reels. But there were things like the mannequin challenge, where everyone just stood still. Actually, this was a really, really cool challenge.
From Kevin Hart and his gym buddies to the anchors on the Today Show and the audience at Good Morning America.
There was a Juju on that beat dance. Whip and Nay Nay. I was gonna play you a clip of like all the dances, but I can't because I will get copyrighted. Sorry. Dabbing. Even though dabbing became a thing in 2015, people were still doing it. Dab, 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 dab. Comment what you would do if you saw a guy dabbing. Other things that people thought were funny were the backpack kid. So the backpack kid is this tall, lanky kid, and he did like this dance with a backpack on, and it looked really funny because he's really skinny. So everyone kind of made fun of him, but he went with it, and then he made a ton of money off of it. He ended up copywriting the dance, and then Fortnite stole it, used it as a Fortnite dance, the backpack kid dance, and then the backpack kid's family actually sued Fortnite and won. And then it came out years later that he had actually stole the dance altogether from a YouTuber who posted it in 2014. I don't know where he is now. I think he probably made like a crypto coin or something. That's usually how it ends up. We also got Daniel with the white Vans.
Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white Vans.
He eventually went on Ellen and then won a lifetime supply of white Vans. Albums that came out during 2016, which was what really made 2016. I already talked about Views by Drake, Coloring Book by Chance the Rapper, Life of Pablo by Kanye West, Blonde by Frank Ocean, iconic, Anti by Rihanna, Starboy by The Weeknd, and Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande. Alright y'all, if you made it this far into the video, congratulations. Please comment your favorite year in the comments below so I know you made it to the end. My favorite year is 2016. Even though I just flamed it. 2016 or probably 2018 because like, well, for one, they were really good music years, and also because, well, that's another video though. that's another video though. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I post new videos like this one every Friday and Saturday morning. And thank you so much for watching, and cowabunga. See y'all in the next one.